So this is the last example of 9.5. Example number 8, the fifth root of unity. So find the 8 roots of unity. So 8 roots of unity, 8 is the p, and then unity is 1. So the formula that you will apply to find the polar form, so you need to write 1. Why? Because of the word unity. So what will happen here is 1 is equals to 1 times cosine 0 plus I sine 0. So r is equals to the square root of 1 squared plus 0 squared is equals to 1. And theta is tangent, inverse of tangent 0 over 1, y over x. 0 over 1 or equals to 0. Now, what are the variables that we need? R is equals to 0. Then theta is equals to 0. And what are the others? P. We need P. P is equals to, what is this? 8 roots. So whatever the roots, that is the P. So P is 8 roots. And N. How many N's? So 8. So when N is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, start with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7. All of that is 8 roots. So when n 1 r is 1, 1 times cosine 0 plus 2 pi or 360 times 1 over 8 plus I sine 0 plus 2 pi n over 8. So final answer here is cosine n pi over 4 plus sine n pi over 4. So what is this? This is the formula that we will apply to find the values of n is equals to 0 until 7. So let us find when n is equals to 0. What is the formula again? Cosine n pi over 4 plus I sine n pi over 4. If you want, in terms of degree, your choice. So when n is equals to 0, cosine 0 pi over 4 plus I sine 0 pi over 4. Okay, so all of this is 0, all of this is 0. So cosine 0 is 1, sine 0 is 0. Answer? 0. So answer here is 1 plus 0i. Next, when n is equals to 1, cosine 1 times pi over 4 plus I sine 1 times pi over 4 is equals to cosine pi over 4 is the square root of 2 over 2 and sine pi over 4 is the same. Square root of 2 over 2 plus the square root of 2 over 2i. Next, when n is equals to 2, cosine 2 pi over 4 plus I sine 2 pi over 4 equals to pi over 4 pi over 2. So if that is pi over 2, that will become cosine is 0, so all of this will become 0, and then this will become, so sine 90 is 1, so 0 plus 1i. Next, when n is equals to 3, cosine 3 pi over 4 plus I sine 3 pi over 4. So answer here is negative the square root of 2 over 2 plus the square root of 2 over 2i. Next, when n is equals to 4, so cosine 4 pi over 4 plus I sine 4 pi over 4 is equal to 0. Pi is cosine cancel. Cosine 180 is negative 1. And then sine 180 is 0. So all of this is 0. So negative 1 plus 0 I. And then number 6. Sixth root. When n is equals to 5. Cosine 5 pi over 4 plus I sine 5 pi over 4. Answer is negative. Cosine 5 pi over 4 is negative the square root of 2 over 2 minus the square root of 2 over 2i. And then number 7. When n is equals to 6. Cosine 6 pi over 4 plus I sine 6 pi over 4 is equal to, so write number 7 is equals to, this is 0, right? And then this is sine is negative I, so 0 minus I. Last one, number 8. N is equals to 7. Cosine 7 pi over 4 plus I sine 7 pi over 4 equals to, cosine 7 pi over 4 is the square root of 2 over 2 minus